thanks again for joining our MBA information session. I'm really glad that you're still pursuing your academic career development during the situation with a lot of uncertainty. And we, Zhejiang University International Business School, strongly support your decision, and I hope that this information session can give you more clarity on why China can be one of your options, and why our business school, and why to choose our IMBA program. So before we go through the introduction of our school and our degree programs and admissions process and campus life, let me first introduce you to Mr. Joshua Cobb, Vice Dean of our business school. He is already attended in this webinar as a panelist, but there is some issue with the video cam, so you may able to hear his voice, but not able to see. Thank you, Joshua. Sorry for the technical issue, and yeah, the stage is yours now.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for the invitation to be here, and thank you everyone for attending this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you may be. It's actually good that you don't have my video. I'm saving you some hardship of having to look at me this evening. So let me first kind of echo some of what Dasol was saying. It's really important that you're taking this time to review your options, to think about where you're going in future, to think about your own professional development. Despite the current situation, all of the uncertainty that we've got, it's still important to think about the future, and it's important to invest in yourself and think about how you can prepare for the future. And I think that in that context, it's important to understand that it's really all about choice. You have choice. You have choice about where you're going to be tomorrow, where you're going to be in 3 months, in 6 months, in 5 years. But to have that choice, you also need to know what your options are. You need to explore all of the different options that you have in front of you in helping you to make some very important decisions. So I think taking part in this kind of event, this kind of session, is important because it's going to help you understand what your choices are and where you can go next. So obviously you're here, you're thinking about not only an MBA, but possibly an MBA in China. A few things to keep in mind are, in pursuing an MBA, you're really making a commitment to accelerate and grow your career opportunities. When you're looking at top MBAs, you're really looking at how you're going to strengthen your networks, how you're going to develop some important business skills, some entrepreneurial skills. But ultimately, you're looking at increased job opportunities. And I think looking at China is important because you're creating opportunities linked to a very dynamic, a very innovative business context. So looking at an MBA in China, you're not only getting these important long-term skills and opportunities, but you're tapping into opportunities that China represents about business growth, about economic growth, about innovation and the innovation engine that is China today. So I think it's important in considering your choices to consider what China has to offer and to think about where China is going in future and how an MBA in China is going to position you differently and give you some unique opportunities as you develop your career. So I'd like to turn back over to Dasol, who's going to walk you through a little bit more about Zhejiang University, our international business school, and what our admissions process looks like. Thank you, Dasol.
Thank you, Joshua, for your message. Now I'll be introducing you all about our business school, our faculty members, degree programs, and campus life. In the end, there will be a Q&A session. So during the webinar, you can always leave the questions at the Q&A section. You can find it in the tab on the top, and I'll follow up with the questions at the Q&A session at the last part of the webinar. So first of all, what makes Zhejiang University so special? With more than 120 years of history, Zhejiang University so far reached 910 million USD in the research funding, linked to almost 1,000 national research projects. As a top 3 university in China, with more than 54,000 students studying at 7 campuses, Zhejiang University offers more than 700 programs of study and works with more than 110 global partners, including the world's greatest academic institutions, offering 140 global study programs. This was just the beginning of our growth. We, Zhejiang University, wanted to expand its global capacity to give more opportunities to international talents. And that is when we newly founded International Business School, opening up new opportunities for global talents. Our vision is to become a leading global ecosystem with business education, focusing on new technologies, new economy, and new finance. Moreover, leveraging our global corporate and academic partnerships, including University of Cambridge, Wharton School, AIF FinTech Incubator, Smart Africa, and so on, our students are open to opportunities not only in China, but in the world. Especially, we are cooperating with the Ant Financial, a leading global technology firm, which is an affiliate company of Alibaba Group. We are collaborating in the form of research, guest lecturers, mentorship, and providing in-company experiences to our students. Here's a list of our faculty members and professors from all different countries and all different fields of industry. They're here not only to deliver you lectures, but also share their insights and experiences from their own field. We also have our special guest lecturers, such as Leslie Goh, former CTO of the World Bank Group, Professor Paul from Schultz Research, Dr. Han, former Prime Minister of South Korea, Dr. Xiong, Vice President of Ant Financial, and Dr. Srinivas from New Development Bank. They are here to support your academic and career development, and you have this amazing chance to have these people as your mentor and professor. They are here to bring you practical skill sets required in business and management and nurture you into a global business leader. Now, let me introduce what we offer. We are a comprehensive business school with programs ranging from degree programs and non-degree programs, including custom designed executive education, connecting our students to business communities. Moreover, we are devoted to developing leaders across organizations across the world by organizing community events and forums. Currently, we're offering 6 degree programs, including International MBA part-time, International MBA full-time, Master of China Studies, International Master of Communication and Business, International Master of Finance, and 1 undergraduate program called Global Communication and Management. As this is an MBA information session, I will deliver detailed information on our IMBA program and also deliver brief information on other degree programs. So, what's up with the MBA? Master of Business Administration, in short MBA, is an academic degree, but with a practical application to nurture future managers and leaders. MBA is an internationally recognized degree designed to develop the skills required for careers in business and management. Our IMBA program develops future leaders with global vision who are innovative and entrepreneurial and who understand their impact on people, markets, and society. The program ensures students master solid foundational theory of management while building effective leadership, interdisciplinary vision, and cross-cultural business skills to prepare them to face the challenges of an increasingly complex business environment. You'll learn a new leadership required in this new era. You will obtain both soft skills and hard skills, which these soft skills and hard skills, which is needed for the leaders. And these soft skills will include teamwork, collaboration, hard work, time management. And you'll gain the soft skills not only from the school lectures, but also by studying together with your study mates, classmates from all different nationalities and all different cultural and industrial backgrounds. Our IMBA program has two formats, part-time and full-time. The length of the study for our IMBA part-time format is 2.5 years, and then the classes will arranged during the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every 2 weeks. This program is for those who are fully employed and holding a work visa in China, and the classroom will have both Chinese and international students. Oh, sorry for my correction. It's not those who's holding a work visa in China, but those who's fully employed in and outside of China. They can join this part-time format program of our IMBA program. And our IMBA full-time format will last for 2 years, including classroom lectures and in-company experiences such as company visits and internships. The length of the program is also 2 years, and the classroom will be held during the weekdays mostly, and it is open for the international participants only. So here is our admission requirement for our IMBA program. We require at least 2 years of working experience with the proof of English proficiency such as GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, IELTS, or other English certificates. The tuition fee for full-time IMBA is 218,000 RMB, and for part-time is 278,000 RMB for 2.5 years in total. So next we have International Master of Finance, in short we call IMF. And in this program, you will learn cutting-edge industry trends in China and abroad and have better understanding in finance and information analysis. This program is also a 2 years length program, including in-company experiences for students, and the classroom will be mixed with Chinese and non-Chinese participants and will be taught in English. Next, we have this program called International Master of Communication and Business, in short we call IMCB. This is a program where you can build successful careers in China and in the field of media, marketing, communications, and international business, and so on. The courses will include Chinese business cultural, management practices, sociology, and intercultural understanding. This program is also a 2 years length program, including in-company experiences, and the classroom will have international students only. Then we have this Master of China Studies, in short we call MCS. This is a program to nurture an expert in China, teaching Mandarin Chinese, Chinese society and cultural, economy, and business, everything about China. This is also a 2 years length program, including in-company experiences, and the classroom will have international students only, taught in English. And lastly, we have this undergraduate program called Global Communication Management, in short GCM. This program is focusing on nurturing cross-disciplinary boundaries in management, finance, communication, and China studies. So this is a table which summarizes all the degree programs. You can take a screenshot, and if there's any questions regarding the degree programs, you can feel free to leave a question at the Q&A section. Just for your reminder, you can find the Q&A section at the top bar in the tab, and there's a Q&A section. If you leave the questions anytime during the webinar, I will I will come back with the questions, answering the questions when we reach to the Q&A section in the last of this webinar. Now we have the most important information, our admissions process. Currently, our application for 2020 intake for all our degree programs are open, and the last round deadline is end of May. You'll need to first submit online application at our online application platform, and after completing the application, you need to send the application form and required documents to our email, and also post hard copies to our school. Because of the current situation of the epidemic, we will understand the delay in the delivery of the posts, and so we will count the day when we are receiving the soft copies documents by email as your submission date. After screening your documents, we will select those who would go through the next round interview, and after the interview, we will notice students whether they have been admitted or not around June or July. And our semester will begin on September. In the right side, here is a list of the required documents that MBA applicants need to submit. This is our URL link for our online application platform. And this is a URL link for our MBA admission page. We are currently offering ZIBS first-year student scholarship to those outstanding candidates. And you can check the information about the scholarship and also get the scholarship form at our website. So if you would like to apply for our scholarship, you can complete the form and submit with other required documents. So far, it was about our business school degree programs admissions process. And before we jump into the Q&A section, let me introduce our international campus where you'll be studying. I was actually one of the master students studying at our campus for 2 years till I graduate, and it was so amazing experience. I am so confident that our campus is one of the most beautiful campuses in China, and I'm really honored to introduce our campus to you. Let's first watch a video introducing our campus view and facilities.
Following the people-oriented philosophy, International Campus has been committed to serving faculty and students and combining the best practices of the East and the West. The architectural style, integrating the ancient and the modern, is a blending of a new classical style and traditional architectural elements of Zhejiang University, striking a perfect balance between internationalization and localization. A whole-person education model is practiced on International Campus, with concerted efforts from joint institutes, College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and residential colleges, and with equal emphasis on specialized education, general education, and whole-person development.
I think what we're trying to do here is actually give you everything that you need to develop your future and your future capacity. I see no reason why the future here isn't very bright indeed.
Here it's fun because we have a much smaller cohort and we can try new things. We can do things across disciplines that are difficult to do at either of the parent schools.
Following the
Thank you for watching the video. So Zhejiang University International Business School is the 7th campus of Zhejiang University, which is the newest campus open to students in 2016 at a city called Haining. Now, where exactly the city called Haining located? Haining is located between Hangzhou and Shanghai, which are one of the main cities of China. And it is so convenient to travel each city by train or car. Hangzhou is only 50 kilometers away from our campus, and our school shuttle buses are arranged every day traveling between campuses at Hangzhou and Haining, so you can get to the Hangzhou campuses within an hour. Moreover, Haining government is currently building a subway line between Hangzhou and Haining, and construction is expected to be over in 2021. Yeah, 2021. There will be a subway stop right in front of our campus, so you can conveniently take a subway to reach the Hangzhou city center. As you have already saw at the video we have watched, our campus is fully equipped with all these facilities open for students for free. We not only care about students' study life, but also care about their enjoyable, happy life in our campus. Especially, we are offering each student a private room at dormitory, and every residential buildings are fully equipped with facilities such as laundry rooms, kitchen, common areas, gyms, dancing rooms, meeting rooms, game zone, band music rooms, and so on. The most amazing thing is that all these cost 800 RMB a month. And not only our facilities you will enjoy, but you will also enjoy hanging out with all these students from diverse cultures. I was studying with 32 classmates from 25 different countries, and it was an unusual experience for me. Learning about all these different cultural, organizing cultural activities together, developing the cross-cultural skills, it was the most valuable experience that I cannot get from any other places. Moreover, our international campus is supporting our students to pursue entrepreneurship and leadership, and giving our students a lot of opportunities to attend these international forums, events, entrepreneurial competitions, and so on. So we also have International Student Council in our campus, which is the only student council in China, independently and officially organized by international students only. The International Student Council is helping international students to deliver their needs to the school administration, solving their problems, and also organizing diverse student activities such as movie night, cultural festival, Christmas party, Halloween party, color run, and so on. So far, it was our IMBA program information session, and now we're about to begin our Q&A section. Feel free to give me any questions, and I'll follow up with them now. So far, I have received 3 questions. Okay. So there is a question I will answer in live. So the question is about, as a prospective student, if successful in the interview with ZIBS, will ZIBS recommend me a CSC scholarship? So to answer your question about whether we will recommend our applicants, if they're successful in the interview, whether they can get a CSC scholarship. To answer the question, the admissions process on the CSC scholarships and our Zhejiang University International Business School programs are separated. So actually we cannot be involved in the admissions process of the CSC scholarship. And also CSC scholarship part cannot be also involved in the Zhejiang University program admissions process. So I hope my answer was enough for you. If there's any further question on the relations between our program admissions process and CSC scholarship admissions process, you can leave me another question. For the next question, is the requirements for the foreign students? Yes, the requirement for the IMBA program that I listed in this presentation is for foreign students. Do you get Chinese visa if you apply? Yes, if you apply for IMBA full-time format, we will arrange a student visa for our students. But when you are applying IMBA part-time program, we are not arranging a student visa for our students, because one person cannot hold employment visa, work visa, and student visa at the same time. So those people who already have their job and want to maintain their job while pursuing the IMBA program, they can apply for IMBA part-time program, which we will not arrange a student visa for those IMBA part-time program applicants. But in terms of IMBA full-time program, we will arrange a student visa for our students. Are there any exchange programs during the MBA in other university in China or abroad? Yes, there will be some short-term programs. It can be a summer program or exchange program, but we have been cooperating with many universities in and outside of China, such as the University of Cambridge or Wharton School, or also universities in Indonesia and so on, in Singapore as well. So we are planning to arrange some short-term programs for our students to experience international experience at global universities outside of China. I noticed that some people are leaving their questions at the Zoom webinar chat, but the question should be left in the Q&A section, not the chat section. So please, if there's any questions, please leave at the Q&A section. I'll go to the next question. What is the courses offered in Masters in Global Communications? As this was the MBA information session, I didn't inform detailedly about the courses of IMCB. I believe the student mentioned about this, Master of Global Communication and Business, IMCB. So you can check further courses at a brochure, which you can download from our website, Zhejiang University International Business School website. Next question is, what's the maximum scholarship available from our university? So as I introduced, we have Zhejiang University International Business School scholarship, and this scholarship, the maximum amount of the scholarship will be 30% of the first year tuition fee, and we will select around the top 30% of the applicants. Do you have double degree? Next question is, do you have double degree program for IMBA and other foreign universities? For now, we don't have any double degree programs with other foreign universities, but we are trying to expand our cooperation with the foreign international universities outside of China. So if there's any update, you can always check from our website. But for now, we don't. The next question is, how do I start the full-time MBA registration procedure? So as I introduced you at the middle of this webinar, there is a website that you can go online information, online application platform. And after this webinar, I will send all the participants an email with the detailed instruction on the online application process and our degree program brochures, so you can check your email after the webinar. The next question is, the structure is 1.5 years and 5 years for I didn't quite understand the question, but I believe it is asking about the length of the program. If I am wrong, please leave question clearly again. So the length of the IMBA program is 2 years for the full-time format and 2.5 years for the part-time format. The next question is, if you get a Chinese student visa, can you work, for instance, in the university structure? University, or do you rather need a complete? Yes, so while you're holding a Chinese student visa in China, it is illegal to work in any kind of companies. You can work part-time, but you cannot work full-time. And then there is a difference between the payment in the full-time workers and the part-time workers. And there is also a limited hours and a salary that you can receive from the part-time. So when you are holding a student visa, you cannot work officially in certain companies or even universities. Our universities also arrange some part-time jobs for our students, but with the limited salary and with the limited hours that you can work. And moreover, if you would like to work as an intern in other companies outside of university, you need to get this visa, another type of stamp for the internship, so that you get an approval that you are allowed to do an internship, and then you can work in a company as an intern. The next question, what is the first process of the scholarship? So after going through the admission process, we will select the prominent student, top 30% of the prominent students who are enrolled in our program. So to be honest, this prominent means are very relative. It really depends on what kind of pools of the students we get. So in the terms, it's a bit difficult for me to explain the detailed process of selecting the scholarship. How much do you charge students for the whole process? So if this process means the online application process, there is an 800 RMB online application fee when you're applying for degree programs, any kind of degree programs offered by Zhejiang University. The next question, is there a scholarship based on GMAT score? So far, GMAT score is not required, is recommended to submit the GMAT, but it's not required. So GMAT is not the one who will decide whether to admit or not. But of course, if you submit the GMAT score, we will give some additional points that can be advantageous when we're selecting the scholarship. I want to study MBA, but my background is law. Can I? Yes, of course. We are not limiting applicants from limited industries. We are welcoming a diverse students from diverse backgrounds. So even among our applicants or among our previous MBA students, we have these students' backgrounds from very diverse, like there are some doctors, even like from technology backgrounds, not only from the manufacturing background as well. So no, yes, you can, even though your background is law. Do the university helps us getting jobs after graduating? So this is kind of a yes or no answer. So I can say yes or no. So we are offering students more opportunities because we also do have our partnered companies and partnering companies and organizations, and we can help to link up our students or broaden their experiences in these companies or broaden their networks in companies. But getting a job or not, it will be fully depending on the student's capacity. So we're not 100% guaranteeing that, oh, we will make sure that you get a job after graduating. But of course, that's why you need to select. When you're choosing your degree programs, especially MBA program, you need to select wisely with the university who has a large amount of networks and large amount of the cooperations with other organizations, companies, and universities. And as Zhejiang University has 120 years of history, which means we have so many cooperating organizations and companies where you can get a lot of opportunities. I can guarantee that you get a lot of opportunities. Next question is, I want to take admission in China University. Yes, so the university website have been listed in this PPT, and the contact number will be written in the last slide of the PPT. So you can even Google Zhejiang University International Business School, and you can find our website. And there you can even find us in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So inside there, you can always leave a comment or a comments or the questions at the Facebook, at the social medias, such as Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and Twitter. Does Zhejiang University International Business School only do students intake for the fall semester? So there is only fall semester intake for fall semester for now. So we have once in a year enrollment. 2 years for full-time IMBA, but you have in-company project for 6 months. Yes, so the in-company experience or in-company project, which will be 3 to 6 months, will be included within 2 years. So it will be most likely arranged at the second year of the IMBA program. Next is, what is your placement statistics for last 2 batches in IMBA? So as I've been introduced, IMBA program has embarked in 2019, and then we have reached, we so far have the first cohort of IMBA part-time. We haven't recruited any of IMBA full-time, and this 2020 intake will be the first cohort for the IMBA full-time. But in terms of the demographics of our previous IMBA part-time programs, most of the students, so in terms of the gender-wise, there's 56% were female and 44% were male. An average age was like 32 years old or more, and the years of working experiences, 46% has 5 to 10 years of working experiences, and the rest of 42% have more than 10 years of working experiences. And then, yeah, most of the educational background of our first batch of IMBA part-time, they all came from many diverse industries such as manufacturing industry, finance industry, medicine, health, information, communication, retail, trade, education, media, transportation, construction, real estate, and so on. So many diverse backgrounds. Hope this answered your question. The next question is that, what is the student average age in IMBA program? Okay, I believe I've answered this already. Average age for the full-time and part-time IMBA students, the first cohort of the part-time IMBA students was 32.4 years old, exactly like that. But I believe the IMBA full-time program, average age of IMBA full-time program will be a little bit lower, expected to be a little bit lower, because the part-time program are mainly for those who are already working and then still working. And in terms of IMBA full-time, we are recruiting those students who have minimum 2 years of working experiences. So I'm expecting the average age of the full-time IMBA program will be lower than the part-time. What is the class size in the IMBA program? We are expecting the class size of IMBA full-time program to be around 40 to 50 students. The next question, do you have an exchange program with foreign universities for the China Studies Master Program? Yes, same as other degree programs. Zhejiang University International Business School has a lot of cooperating universities that we already got MOUs with the universities in the US or universities in Indonesia, Singapore, and we don't exactly have the exchange programs, official exchange program for the China Studies, Master of China Studies, but we are having this summer programs where our students can experience the overseas university, or we sometimes invite those students from universities we are cooperating to our campus so that our students can experience the mixture of the classroom with the other university students. The next question is, how long does acceptance process take to review? is the application fee. So as I mentioned earlier, the application fee is 800 RMB, and you can pay via credit card, Visa card, MasterCard, Visa card, Alipay, WeChat Pay, and so on. And then the acceptance process will be, it will take around, after screening your documents received, it will take around like 2 to 3 weeks for us to screen the documents and arrange the interview, and then another 2 to 3 weeks for us to review and then decide whether to admit or not. So generally you'll get to know whether you're admitted or not around late June or July for this 2020 intake. The next question is it possible to have the curriculum of the China Studies Master Program with all the exams that one would do throughout the courses, or if you have? So in terms of the curriculum as well, you can go to our website and download the brochure of the China Studies, and inside of that brochure, you can find the curriculum and core courses, selective courses of the China Studies program. And then, yeah, we have this last 3 questions. Is there any possibilities doing PhD after doing MBA? Yes, we're not stopping you from doing a PhD after doing MBA. Yeah, we're not stopping you doing it, but we don't have PhD degree program so far. Full-time, the next question, full-time IMBA program is only limited to international studies, international students. I believe the question is international students. Yes, the full-time IMBA program is only limited to international students. But the full-time MBA students will have a chance to take a same classes with the part-time IMBA. So in that classes, you'll have an opportunity to interact with the Chinese students of IMBA part-time format. Yay, the last question. Is there any need of a bank statement? Is there any need of bank statement? No, we don't require bank statement during the admission process. Yeah, we got another question. What is the rationale of having only international students in IMBA? So for the reasons of having only international students in IMBA is that because IMBA full-time format is arranging a student visa for their students, and if we have the Chinese students who are already in China, it's not required to have a student visa. They're already Chinese. I believe it's like that, but to be honest, I'm not sure about the rationale of having only international students in IMBA. It's just designed like that.
Also remember that at Zhejiang University, the School of Management, we have a full-time MBA as well, which is more oriented towards domestic students.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you for your comments, Joshua. Are there any questions further? Yeah, if there's no question, I'll wait for 10 seconds for any questions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then thanks for joining this program information session. This was Dasol Kim, a program advisor of Zhejiang University International Business School. Feel free to leave any questions if you have further to my email. I'm always open for any kind of inquiries. I'm here to help you go through all the admission processes. So if you're stuck in any kind of admission process, feel free to just contact me. I'll always reply you promptly. And just for a reminder, our last admission deadline is upcoming to end of May. So please, if you're willing to apply for our 2020 intake, please make sure to meet the deadline. We need to receive your soft copies of the required documents till the end of May. And then those soft copies of documents can be sent to my email address. And we have this ZIBS website address, Facebook address, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So you can go and check it out for the further information. And we are preparing another information session for other degree programs, so stay tuned, and I will always inform for the upcoming information session. Mr. Joshua Cobb, will you leave any closing statements?
No, thank you, Dasol. Thank you all for attending. We hope that you found the session informative. Continue your contact with Dasol. It's important that you ask the questions you have, explore your options, and we are certainly here to help you in making some very important decisions about next steps in your career. Thank you all.